So I want to start off this review with a quick story. When I was younger, around 11 or 12, I was diagnosed with acute lymphoblastic leukemia, which basically means I had cancer. I'm sorry, I didn't want to start this on a down note, but it's something that I went through in my life. It's something that was a really, really hard road to travel. But I eventually got through it, and I've been 4 years cancer-free now. I'm in remission. And it's been a great time, but not even 10 minutes ago, I just got a phone call. Got a phone call from my doctor, and they told me that your cancer's back. And I was really confused. I was distraught, and I said, "Well, I haven't been to you in months, doctor. How could you know?" And he said, "Well, I just saw your Facebook. I know you just saw the newest episode of Game of Thrones." So yeah, that story's bullshit. I don't have cancer. But I should, because this episode was fucking cancer. Jesus Christ. Every time the show gets my hopes up, for every good scene, every scene with, the Olenna Redwyn and Cersei, and there's these, politics going on, and you're like, okay, this could be interesting. There's some actually decent acting in here. And by God, that scene with Loras and Marjorie, that's the best acting I've seen on this show since the Hound died. But then they end it on that cancerous bullshit. Daenerys is Jesus, guys. Did you not understand that? How could you not realize that after all this time? Daenerys is Jesus. In this story that's filled with, moral complexity, shades of gray characters, people who do good things for bad reasons, people who do evil things for the best of reasons, people who are just evil shits, people who make mistakes, people who struggle, people who learn, thrive, survive, people who go through struggle. Daenerys is just Jesus. Daenerys has nothing wrong with her. Daenerys is God. She can't be killed by any normal means. She is literally Jesus in the fact that she can't be harmed by anything unless she allows it to harm her. There's no risk. There's no threat of her being injured or hurt. There's no possibility that Daenerys might make a bad decision. Everything's coming up Millhouse. Except, you know what I'm trying to say. Fucking bullshit. This show is just fucking fantasy. It's nonsense. It's fucking people walking around on big white horses and saying, "I'm going to kill the evil darkspawn and the orcs, and they're all gonna go down by my righteous hand. All villains of the light bow and besmirch. Cry out for mercy, but you shall receive none, for I am the light. I am the dawn. I am the salvation this world needs. Daenerys, Stormborn, I shall rule." Fucking. That's the story we're getting here. We're getting Lord of the Rings meets Harry Potter meets the Bible. And it's just the simplest, and it's done, and above all that, it's done much worse. Because Daenerys is boring and fucking shitty. Jesus, I had a lot of complex thoughts coming into here. Like I was going to make a joke about how Brienne just makes it to the wall in a day, and Theon Greyjoy makes it to the wall in a day, and there's no sense of travel. But that bullshit doesn't matter, because Daenerys is the only character that matters. She's the main character, don't you know? So why are we even wasting our time with everyone else when fucking Jesus is coming to come save us? Why do we even care about anyone else? Damn, I really did. I had so much to say. I was going to put a lot of work into this review, but what's the point? Why should I put work into a review about a show that the writers obviously don't give a fuck? If they're going to try and put effort into making a decent television show, why should I put any effort into reviewing it? I'll tell you why. Because someone needs to stand up for the real story. Because George Martin, I don't know why, I can't imagine why, he refuses to give a negative opinion about the show. I mean, he's in his own world, he's finishing the books, he's doing his work, so he doesn't have time to get with drama. But couldn't he come out and say, yeah, the show is shitty? Couldn't he just say that? Get it out of his chest, yeah, the show's shitty and bad, and I don't support it anymore, but I can't stop it. I already signed the rights away. Can he at least be honest? I couldn't even. I myself, I write some stories on the side. Nothing good, nothing major. I never show it to anyone because it's shit. However, if I were to get my work made into a movie or a television show or anything, even a YouTube short, anything, and they altered it so absolutely and just ruined it beyond all recognition of the story I once wrote, I would be screaming it from the rooftops. Please don't pay attention to this shit. But I guess George just has a better willpower than I. And we get our confirmation that Stannis is dead. And after that, Davos, who devoted his entire life to Stannis Baratheon. Davos Seaworth, who has done nothing but fight and struggle for the rights of the one true king who saved his life and gave his life meaning and purpose, finds out that he is standing 6 inches from the woman who murdered his king. Does nothing! Because why? Reasons. Hey, Davos, that woman right there, she killed the only man you really ever loved, your closest friend, your closest ally. She murdered him. What are you gonna do? Nothing, I don't really feel like it. She's kind of tall. It's just bullshit. I knew the second I saw on screen that this episode was written by Dave and Dan that it was gonna be shitty. And looky there, it was shit. Man, do you guys want to see me next week? Do you want to just hear me yell and scream about something that we all know is bad? I mean, let me know in the comments if you want me to keep doing this. I'll do it. I'm watching it anyway because my parents watch the show. And so they're getting their ratings. So I might as well watch it too. Fuck! Anyway, peace, guys.